Come do lashes with me and let's talk smack on celebrities.
Okay, so I'm going to say some names and tell me if you know who any of these people are. James Charles,
Yes.
Kayla Malec,
No.
Evan Johnson,
No.
Zach Sellers,
Nope.
BeBetter.
Is that the name of a person?
Well, you're gonna find out.
Oh.
Okay, so Kayla Malec is a content creator, and she was dating this guy named Evan Johnson. So her and Evan were dating for about 9 months, and then she's a huge content creator, like big content creator.
And like
So
makeup?
yeah, so she's friends with James Charles, and so she goes and starts dating this Evan guy, and then they break up after 9 months. Then she was supposed to do a Valentine's Day shoot with Evan, for James Charles for some Valentine's Day special or promo that he was doing. Okay, so Kayla and Evan break up, and Kayla starts making these posts talking about their relationship, like coming out about some dark shit that happened between them.
So they're not together,
they're not
but they have to do this shoot.
well, they were going to,
Oh, they were
but,
going to, but not.
yeah. So James invites them, and Kayla says no thank you because we got this shit going on. And he's like, okay. He kind of actually makes like some sort of like almost like a joke, saying like, well, if you're not with him, can I have him? So what ends up happening is Kayla starts coming out with a series of her relationship with Evan and the domestic abuse that she had endured. Like, horrific.
And what like brought that on though? Like they're not together. Was there like some
Well, when they were
shit or
together
something?
is when he was like beating the shit out of her. So, like, while they were together, like, they would basically go out and party and like get drunk and come home and have like these super toxic fights where it would just turn physical, and he would start putting his hands on her. It's so sad because she's like showing you like her busted up mouth, the bruises on her arms. There's even claims that at one point in time he had busted her jaw. So it's horrific, right? Like, isn't that terrible?
Yeah.
And she's friends with James. A lot of like the influencer people like start coming out and they're like talking about it and whatnot. One person in particular did not come out and say anything, like no words. And that was her pal, James Charles.
Oh.
A few weeks later, after, well, I don't know how much time actually in between, but some time goes by, and that's where the next two names come into play: Zach Sellers and BeBetter. So BeBetter is a content creator on TikTok. He ends up doing an interview with this kid named Zach Sellers, who was best friends with Evan Johnson. I'll brief you on the interview because I did watch the whole thing. Basically, Zach is saying that he had went to that Evan had went to Zach when him and Kayla broke up and was like, she's fucking crazy, like it's horrible, like everything about our relationship is toxic, yada yada yada. Paints this picture of her to obviously be the bad guy. Really, like, he's really being there at this time for Evan. So,
And obviously he's taking her side, right? Because I mean his side.
Yes.
Because...
So he's taking his side because that's his friend, and he's like, oh my gosh, like, like I feel so bad. He starts realizing that James Charles starts messaging Evan like a lot. And at first, it's just kind of like regular banter, like here and there. But Zach does state that he keeps the messages on Instagram and he keeps them on vanish mode, which if you're like me, I don't know what vanish mode is
Yeah,
on
I didn't know.
Instagram. So that's a little sus, right?
Yeah.
Like that alone is crazy. Okay, so just to like backtrack just a little bit, but because it relates to like this whole situation with him and vanish mode and all of that. But James has a past of talking to underage boys inappropriately, and he has admitted that. So it's kind of like sus that like he's got this Instagram account that he like communicates on and has
everything
it
just
on
disappears.
Yes, yes. So Zach starts talking about how these messages just start to take like this crazy turn. Basically, they go from like talking like, how are you doing? Checking in on you to James calling him daddy.
Asking
And
what he's wearing.
yep.
Oh.
And even at one point, it's like, hey, I have a surprise for you. When you get home, message me. So when Evan got home, he messaged him. James sent him an unsolicited picture of him on his bed with nothing on and his booty up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Everybody starts to form their own opinion. And Kayla doesn't say anything, and she really can't say anything because she did press charges against Evan for the DV, and she has court coming up. So she's basically like giving like little hints like, oh, I know, And as of right now, she has not put anything out there in reference yet to all of this. James does not come online and defend himself either. So this blows up. Like I said, tons of content creators are creating videos and talking about obviously this whole thing, basically like shaming James because he messed up once again. Why do we keep canceling somebody that should have already been canceled a long time ago? Yeah. That she has her court date yesterday with Evan, and he goes to jail. And all of a sudden, James comes out with I think it was supposed to be an apology, but
To
it really
her
wasn't.
or to everyone?
Well, definitely not to everyone. It was definitely more of a like, I fucked up, but
Covering my ass.
I'm gonna manipulate you guys into thinking it's not my fault. I'm gonna go back to the content creator BeBetter own video out and literally bar for bar called out every single thing that he thought James would say and do, and James hit every single mark. Hours later, James posts his response video and basically is,
boom.
Yep. Exactly. If I would have known that this monster was doing that to her, I would have had no association with him. He does admit to having a relationship with Evan, but he says it was never sexual. He said that he felt bad for him and felt like he was in a suicidal state and just really like wanted to be there for him because he's been in a position like that himself and he knows what it feels like. And a lot of people right now are saying that they believe him now. James is saying that he is going to sue BeBetter, that he's going to sue Zach Sellers, and he's going to basically sue anybody who's like talking out against him as well. So he's like threatening to take legal action even against like small content creators. It's like literally like read the room, we all hate you. But yeah, so what's your take on this? Like,
Obviously knew something.
mm-hmm.
There's something hiding somewhere.
Yeah, and so that's what a lot of people are saying is that like there is no way that he didn't know. But here's the thing. Here's my thought on it is I think that James got caught being shitty again. I think that he is caught being shitty again. And the Zach kid, I think he is trying to look for like a come up moment.
What kind of best friend, like, I don't know.
Well, he's saying that he 100% sides with Kayla now. And at the end of the day, Kayla was abused by Evan. The fact that she won her case yesterday should be like the number one like priority and like the main topic of the conversation. Like, you know what I mean? Like overall, like, yeah, this obviously needs to be addressed because this is like some serious like bullshit. But at the end of the day,
James Charles is his like personality or how he's kind of gone through, or his apologetic, video that he put out. Is it like the same as that he put out before?
Yeah, so that's a really,
like
really good point. And the content creator that I was talking about, BeBetter, actually kind of brings that point up. The fact that he said, because James has been caught with his tail between his legs a couple of times, that he has watched him come out with public responses to his actions before, and that he's taken two alternative routes. One was more of like the apologetic manner, basically like sobbing and saying, I'm so sorry. And the other one was more of the I fucked up, I'm owning my shit. Like, I just want to put it all out there. Like, I am aware that I did shitty things. And the one that ate was the one where he was basically like, I fucked up. So
do they think that he's going to come out with another video? Because now he's come out with an apology one. Do you think
actually, this one, I know I said apology, but it is actually more of the like, I fucked up. Like, he's trying to say, like, he actually doesn't apologize. He is just saying, like, he understands why Kayla would be upset. He gets like, and especially based off of the interview with Zach and BeBetter, like, he understands like why Kayla would be so upset with him, and he would be as well. But at the end of the day, he puts all the blame on those two and says that they're spreading misinformation, that he's going to sue them for their lies and slander, blah, 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 blah. He had flown Evan out basically like somewhere to go so that he could like clear his head because he was going through so much. So
bet he cleared his head.
What'd you say?
I said I bet he cleared his head.
Oh yeah, he cleared his head already. It's very crazy. It's juicy. We'll see how it continues to unfold, but as of now, I don't believe James. I don't believe.
So he said that there was no sexual relations.
Yeah,
but there was. Like, I feel like
sure.
100%, like, there had to have been some kind of.
Yeah, well, I mean, according to Zach, like,
who's like, how's he gonna know that somebody sent a picture, with everything on a bed all?
Well, and Zach also said that James was paying Evan for.
Oh snap!
Yeah. And that he has proof of that, but James is saying that there is no proof of that and that he never did that and he would never do that, and that he is basically telling Zach, if you have the proof, like, post it. I don't even fucking care. It's so crazy.
Because he thinks it's vanished and he doesn't have anyway.
Yeah, basically. That's what I think. Crazy.
When he actually does have the receipts, because James was sending it to his Zelle. No, I'm just kidding.
Honestly. So, well, right after everything, right after we found out that Kayla had won the case and James had come out with his response, Zach fired back with a response basically saying, like, go ahead, sue me. I don't care. I'm not worried about it. Like, I will see you in court. Basically saying that if they go to court, for this legal issue, that James is going to be in a worse position because the vanish mode only works for like you and I, but the FBI can obviously get past that.
Mm-hmm.
And he suggests that there is other things and people that he has talked to that would be found in that vanish mode, and basically insinuates
it's gonna go back to the first case.
Yep, younger boys. So, And at this point in time, like I said, I don't know like when this actually comes out, if there will have been another response from James, nothing at all, or anything from Kayla. But at this point, that's what we have.
Do you think they're gonna do it? Do you think he'll sue him?
Maybe.
Or do you think he has like he's like, oh no?
I think it's an empty threat right now. I think that he is using the legal situation as a manipulation tool. I don't think that he's actually going to like sue him because I think that, I think he knows that he's right. You know what I mean? Like and if he's not, then he needs to follow through with his plan of action, because at this point, like, you better protect your name. If Zach's out there,
It's
like,
quite a big name.
yeah. And the other thing too is like, James Charles has a huge following. Like on each one of his platforms, he has like 40 million followers.
Did he lose any the first time when they found
He
out
did,
about? Yeah.
but only like 1 million.
Wow.
And the whole, like, throughout this whole thing, he's lost like maybe 2 million. But really, like, I'm still scratching my head. Like, why are people like him famous? Yeah. So that's the tea there.
Wow.
You have any more thoughts on it?
No.
It's kind of crazy.
Because it is. And I mean, I want to know the outcome. I want to know if he does take that guy Zach to court. Because I feel like that'll get deep.
Yeah, I agree. So I guess we'll just have to stay tuned and see how it all plays out.
Yep. Ready for part 2.